Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, Football Therapy, with me, yours, Gian. I hope you're doing well, mate. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News here in the Stamford Bridge studio. Got a new monitor. The light's too bright now because the monitor is smaller. But yeah, my monitor conked yesterday, hence taking so long to get a video out. But we back. Welcome back to Chelsea News. We are talking about some stuff in the headlines. Pulisic, Brugge, Neymar. My glasses are steaming up. Neymar, Kovacic, new contract, and it's such scintillatingly hot news that my glasses are steaming up. So, basically means you should drop a like on the video to show your sweet love and support. Maybe I should turn the aperture down. Please do consider subscribing. You're welcome to do so. Or too dark. And should you choose to do so, you can hit that sweet, sweet bell, baby. Oh, yeah. Alright then, screw it, I'll just take the glasses off. I went for a run, I had a shower. I'm hot, and now I'm emitting heat. Oh man. Right, so Chelsea drew to Brentford. Let's get that out of the way. It's relatively dismal. Look, it was one of those nights, midweek, away at under the lights at a London derby. They slapped about United 4-0 or whatever it was, and they can give big teams a tricky time. Kepa, once again, man of the match, proving to be Chelsea's current form player. Huge talking points are, of course, forwards. And two of them are Armando Broja and Christian Pulisic. Now, Armando Broja has, apparently he's off to Milan, says Calcio Mercato, which we're not going to read through because that is nonsense. They obviously like him. He looks like a absolutely crazy good high-octane striker in terms of... He just looks a little bit undercooked in terms of his decision-making and maybe his left foot. But in terms of diamond in the rough, man, he is a big boy and he moves fast, which is a rare combination, mes amis. He moves real quick, man, and he looks... mustard. He looks really, really good. So we will laugh in the face of the Italian media journalists saying that Chelsea are negotiating a deal with Milan for Armando Broja for £30 million. Because many people connected to Chelsea, including Simon Phillips, are saying Chelsea, and indeed the ownership, see Broja as one of the Europe's potential elite strikers, like top. And you know what, man? You can see it. And he's paid his dues. He did the Vitesse loan. He's done a Premier League loan. He's looking good when he comes on. He's already scored, obviously, his first Chelsea goal, and that was in the Premier League. And that was a blinding goal as well. You know, he should have played in Mount against Brentford. Perhaps the decision-making wasn't so good. But it's absolutely not his fault that we didn't beat Brentford. He looked good. He looked positive. He's not going to Milan. He is staying at Chelsea. Chelsea value Armando Broja very highly indeed. And don't be surprised, much like Carney Chukwuemeka, we see him more and more. But let's move on. I do want to talk about Christian Pulisic because he's been a relatively, I suppose, divisive player, certainly on social media. A lot of people, a lot of the American soccer fans really want to see him, understandably, and a lot of, perhaps some Chelsea fans are frustrated with his performances. But I tell you what, he had been looking good prior to yesterday's cameo, and he looked like our most deadly attacker when he came on the pitch. To the point where I'm thinking for Man United, give him a free role, because he looks quite good in the hole, and play him behind Broja and Aubameyang. Let those two cook as strikers, bring Mount off the bench, because Mount's played a lot of football recently. In fact, he's the only player to play every game under Potter, outfield player, I think, possibly. Excuse me. So yes, Christian Pulisic, and there is a suggestion that the Chelsea manager, Graham Potter, does not want Pulisic to be sold, and in fact, quote, loves the player. Good, fair enough. If you said to me at this point now, well, you got to keep, who's more appropriate to keep at Chelsea, and makes most sense, Christian Pulisic or Hakim Ziyech? Yes, like you, viewer/listener, however you're absorbing this media, I'm going with Christian Pulisic. He's much younger, his marketability, of course, is sky high, and he's more high octane, and he's got the mobility. I've always loved Hakim Ziyech. I was so excited when we signed him. For Graham Potter, Potterball, or Magic Potterball, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't seem like Ziyech fits the bill, and it does seem like Christian Pulisic, that's his name, is appropriate, and by all accounts, from reports, it does suggest that the Chelsea manager loves, quote, Christian Pulisic, and he will stay and probably earn himself a start now. Surely you'd have to think. But that's the strikers that we've got out of the way. I do want to talk about some stuff in the headlines. I mean, the headlines about Chelsea's valuing Breuer and Potter loving Pulisic are still headlines, but still. I'm referencing goal.com here, talking about some stuff related to Chelsea Football Club. First of all, Mateo Kovacic, an extension. Now, this is good news, and this is being cited on goal.com, but it is indeed from Simon Phillips. So he's got 2 years left on his deal, Mateo Kovacic. So remember, we loaned him for 1 season in the Sarri season, then we signed him on a permanent, which of course would have given him a fresh contract. So it might feel like he should only have 1 year left on his deal, but of course he had a loan originally. Of course, it could, like Jorginho. When Jorginho was on an actual contract under Sarri, he had the loan first. You get what I'm saying? Point being, this makes hella sense. Kovacic can be such an excellent midfielder. He's Chelsea's number 8, and last season he was our form midfielder. A couple of seasons ago, he won Player of the Season, and unlike N'Golo Kante and Jorginho, he's south of 30. I think he's like 28 years old. He's in his prime, and I actually back him to get better. Yeah, he's 28 years old, and he turned 28 in May. So he's got a little bit before he turns 29. I'd give him a fresh 4-year deal, maybe a 4 plus 1, 10 to 32, I don't know, 3 plus 1 maybe. Regardless, a fresh deal, absolutely. There is a slight concern with Mateo Kovacic that he now is, I don't want to say injury prone, but he certainly picked up a few more. That's why I'd be perhaps reticent to give him a contract that sends him into his 30s. Like we did that with Kalidou Koulibaly, but I think Koulibaly's actually got quite a good injury record, and also he plays as a centre-back, so not a dribbling and roaming and pressing central midfielder, like of course Mateo Kovacic is. But regardless, for me, it's an absolute no-brainer signing Mateo Kovacic to a new transfer deal. Chelsea want to hand Mateo Kovacic a new deal as the current midfielder runs out in 2024, according to Simon Phillips. The Blues want to avoid a situation like N'Golo Kante and Jorginho, with both midfielders reaching the end of their current deals, of course, at the end of this season. I've just finished listening to the Straight Out of Cobham podcast, and Simon Johnson, writer of The Athletic, saying, you got to just let Kante go. Like, you know, this guy's not going to play football for another 4 months. He would come back from injury theoretically weeks before the end of the season, or, you know, a couple months, well, a few months or whatever. And his injury will take him past the threshold where he can start negotiating with new clubs to sign for them on a free transfer. You know, and provided he doesn't mosey on down to Tottenham to play under Conte again, and Conte somehow makes him a beast again and they do really well, I'm starting to lean towards that. You know, I'll be really interested to hear what you guys think. So, you know, comment down below on both midfielders, the Kovacic contract extension and the N'Golo Kante free transfer away from Chelsea. But let's move on and talk about Neymar. 30-year-old Neymar. Chelsea want Neymar in 2023, and this is coming from LP, which is, I imagine, it's a Portuguese publication. It's Portuguese or Spanish. I can't decipher from the two. Let's see what's saying. Chelsea want to sign Neymar from PSG in 2023, according to LP. PSG, well, when I say Portuguese, I mean Brazilian, I guess. PSG, this is true though, because Sky reporting, you know, the summer how Neymar was on. We covered the story here on the channel. PSG offered the Blues the chance to take the Brazilian on loan in the summer, which of course we've spoken about, but they balked at having to pay a portion of his salary exceeding 10 million euros. Chelsea's stance has now softened, and they are prepared to pay his full 40 million euro wage packet to arrange a permanent deal in the new year. January transfer. Permanent move. This sounds wild to me, and many of you will balk at this story in the same way Chelsea balked at the wage packet demands. Look, Todd Boehly, Chelsea's new ownership, wanted to sign 38-year-old Ronaldo in the summer. and he's off, he's stinking up the pitch when he's playing. The Portugal fans don't want him starting. Man United fans don't want him starting. He's creating headlines off the pitch by, stressing down the tunnel while his team is still playing, creating headlines, unwanted headlines for his team. Chelsea are going to sign him. Now, Neymar is, let's be real, drama as well, but perhaps not the same level of drama, and 8 years younger. I'm not saying Neymar's going to play till he's 37, 38, and, he brings his own trouble, Neymar. But if he said to me, pick one, I'd go, ooh, Neymar. Neymar's younger than Eden Hazard. So, we were linked with him in the summer for a loan. I had reflected and spoken on this. And now, this is me reading this off the goal.com aggregation of sports stuff. But it's been reported in Slow Sports News and other, unreliable English papers. So there is that. Let's talk about it. It's tricky, right? Because Chelsea yesterday is an example of Chelsea having a good team under a good manager, but missing that little bit of pizzazz, a little chance creation. And there's moments like that when you think, oh, we just need someone to create a chance. We just need someone to wiggle about, dribble, or play a risky pass, or have the audacity, have the arrogance, the confidence to try something like Hazard used to do. Yes, rely on the system, but there's nothing wrong with having a wild card like that. And absolutely, he would represent the wild card. The new owners would like it because, he's box office, he's, marketable, etc., etc. But if you talk about forwards, Ziyech has got to be on the chopping block. You think that's one gone? Maybe, if Nkunku comes in, say Nkunku in, Ziyech out. Is Havertz on probation now? Like, such a talent, Kai Havertz. Does Aubameyang stay another season? Do we try to? Well, he's a conventional 9, I guess. How many attackers? Just Hudson-Odoi come back? We got enough attackers, but then again, Potter played Carney Chukwuemeka in the front three yesterday as well to try and change the game, So there's so many things to consider, and if he really does like Pulisic that much, maybe there'll be a probational period for a few of the Chelsea attackers, and then I guess come I don't know if it's as soon as January like this publication is suggesting, but maybe to the summer, they're like, right, who's scoring goals, who's creating, who's pressing, and who isn't, right? And you gotta be ruthless. Or Ziyech out, one other out. Who are we keeping? We're going to keep Breuer. We're going to maybe keep Aubameyang. Who knows? Maybe we flog him for whatever in the summer for a bit of money to make our money back. You say, right, Mason Mount's a midfielder now. Let's just say that. He's a number 8. So is Conor Gallagher. Let's just say they're both a number 8. So Sterling, Breuer. I guess Pulisic's going to really have to, knuckle down. Hudson-Odoi, depending on how his loan goes at Bayer Leverkusen, under, of course, now Xabi Alonso. He might pick up, they might score more, he might do well, he'll be looked at. Or maybe Chelsea use that loan as a way to sell Hudson-Odoi for an increased fee. We can't sign all these attackers, man. Christopher Nkunku looks like it's done. So, what do you carry on trying to bid silly money on Rafa Leao, who does look like that wild card we spoke about? Or did they try and go for this Neymar deal? It does sound like PSG want to offload him for one reason or another. Is that a good sign? Who knows? They wanted to offload Thiago Silva and Thomas Tuchel. They both came to Chelsea. We won the bloody Champions League, immediately. So you never know. PSG are a shit show. And they are not a barometer of what's working. What do you think, though? Sorry the video's late. Got the monitor now. I can make videos again. Let me know what you think of the content we've discussed today. Start up the conversation down below. Thank you for dropping like and subscribing to... drop like and subscribe to the channel. It is... I think I'm just boiling because I've had this shower and a run. But I think that my office with these lights and the screen, it's just... I'm a sweaty boy. Alright, mate, I'll see you very soon. The next one. Take care. Peace.